Hello everyone, welcome to a new live stream for the Sunday. Welcome to the weekend live stream for the stocks. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. Nice to see all of you guys. Shadi, welcome, and Bilyak, nice to see you. So this live stream for Sunday, as usual, we're gonna, of course, refresh the minds and refresh, of course, our strategies and our, of course, potential price action for this week. We're gonna start, of course, basically with our normal things here, which our main list, which is Nasdaq, SPX, Gold, Nvidia, Pltr, Tesla, and Apple. And we have a special request for Shadi, which is ASML and TSM also. All right, here we go, TSM. Ramli, hello, nice to see you, man. All right, so let's start with the Nasdaq to see, of course, what's going on. So basically, of course, now the market is preparing itself to open midnight. So basically, we are still in our impulse toward the upside with double 1-2. We have 1-2-1-2. We have our wave 3, 4, and a 5 to finish a wave 3 in the white scenario 1-2-3. Currently, the wave 4 was expected to hit this blue box perfectly done, and of course between the 0.5, 0.38 taken from the wave 2 to the wave 3, and here we go. We start to see some green, of course, before the market closes, but I believe, of course, the market is gonna proceed toward the upside. Wave 5 might unfold, of course, between the 23K 300, 23K 400. Why? This is much more higher precision here inside this box that we might hit it first, because the big box, of course, represents the big wave 5 here, target. Taken from, let's go to our chart to see the whole impulse. Taken from the wave 1 here, this wave 1, and of course, based on this wave 3, to give us, of course, this big blue box, okay? This big blue box, inside it, of course, we can have much more higher precision for this smaller box taken from the wave 1 here, based on this wave 3, to give us, of course, much higher precision for the target, where we might end up, of course, this wave 5. We're gonna see how much precise it's gonna be, of course. Felix, nice to see you, buddy. I hope you enjoy your weekend as well. And also that you enjoy the stream since since you are here as well. So but don't forget, of course, to use the free time in the weekend as well, not just look always on the charts. For me, I try my best, but I try also to keep some time for me as well, guys. So for this is for Nasdaq, I'm still looking for this. I'm expecting tomorrow should be a green day. It should be, of course, this target hit. Tomorrow we are on the 2-hour chart. Don't forget that this might be 1 day trading, and potentially Tuesday might be in red, guys. Okay, so or formation of kind of like 1-2 and so on, but it might start to see some, of course, red. So we have to be careful. Again, we were experimenting this thing here, if you remember, with the wave 5. What if we have topped with the wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we got the signal. We're still bullish toward the upside with double 1-2, and that because we didn't took the low. If we took the low, this wouldn't be there, right? This wouldn't be there. But we didn't took the low. We saw a potential. We estimated the things, and here we go. It moves right now. It has been transformed to a bigger wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to finish, of course, a bigger wave 5. So hi brother, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. So this is for Nasdaq. Let's move for SPX to see what SPX 500 is doing. So refresh the minds a little bit. Let me even refresh my mind. Okay, we are in wave 3, 4, also wave 5. So we have 1-2-1-2. We have 3, 4, 5, wave 3 given, wave 4 perfect, and we still see, of course, a final wave 5. And that because, of course, first you got expanding flat. That is the first signal, of course, that we are not done. We didn't took the top, and here it is 3 waves, so we were not anyway convinced that we topped. And of course, this transformed to an expanding flat, wave 4, not interfering with the invalidation here. So we still, of course, looking for higher, and here we go. Now, very important thing, of course, on the lower time frame, since SPX is very hard to read exactly the wave inside it unless you're very expert in Elliott wave, how to decode the noises inside it, because it's very noisy, it has a lot of gaps, and sometimes it doesn't show perfect waves. Okay, therefore you have to be careful from this wave 2. I believe that it's not finished yet. I don't know why. I still feel, now I know why. Because we didn't took the 0.38 yet. Okay, so I don't see yet, of course, a finished wave 2. So I'm expecting a little bit lower before we move toward the upside. Okay. So yeah, 0.38 is required for a wave 2. Wave 2 impulse. Here we go. Okay, so at least I would say let's hit this blue box for a wave 2 before we move up. Now, of course, guys, I'm not giving this to trade it, honestly. It's just to watch it. For me, as my perspective, is just to watch it. Because never go against the trend. The trend is still toward the upside, so of course, always trade safe. I'm always precautious when I give targets or fib levels, because some of you might take it, but it might not. Okay, it might not work. It might nobody knows. It can just take the 0.23. Sometimes it does it, but very rare case. Yeah, this is a guideline and not a rule, and that's why, of course, it is a little bit risky if you take this small move. Even for few hours as candles. So I'm just mentioning. However, for me, I would like to watch the price getting this area and then see the reaction. Yeah, then see the reaction. See a wave 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. Jiwa, welcome to our Discord membership, buddy. Nice to see you. Thank you, man, and welcome. You can send me an email. You can see the email, of course, in the info for the channel in the top. Just send me, write me, of course, that you are Jiwaha, and of course, I will send you an invitation link. And welcome to our community. Yep. So this is the things that I'm looking for here. Wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5 targets. Of course, for this wave 5, let's discuss those targets now. Okay. I think I want to make this target a little bit more precise, or it is already. Yes, it is already precise. So we have already a major target here for the whole impulse toward the upside, which it might be, of course. This is taken from the wave 1. We can now start to consider kind of like this is kind of like the finished wave 3. In case that is the case scenario. However, I believe that the wave 3 gonna finish over there. Yeah, but basically, if you take the wave 3 here, I'm gonna make it even much more precise. This target that you saw in the big box is for the final wave 5 here, actually. So it's a little bit too early until we top the wave 3. Here we go. So wave 3. Of course, we already passed the 1.618. It's a very extended wave 5. So here we go. 2.618 is the next confluence because you are already in a 1 ABC running flat, wave 3 toward the upside. The next fib level is 2.618, which is in confluence, I would say. Here we go. Exactly there, right? So this area, I would say, or let's keep it like this and put another box here. This is the precision area that it might hit, okay, for this wave 3, 4, and a 5, okay, inside between those levels, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 can be, the wave 3 can be shorter a little bit, 4 and a 5 maybe finish up exactly there. We're gonna see. But basically, I'm still looking for this whole blue box. Nobody knows. It might be very extended, guys. Yep, so that's it for SPX. Be careful as well. Just scenario. Of course, always keep the things in mind. If the price pass the blue box here, you have to raise a flag. Okay, it's a warning. All right, because if you pass this leg is gonna start to be longer than this wave, right? If this is an A, B, and a C, that's fine, perfect. It's gonna finish up exactly in this blue box. If it passes it, this is gonna transform to a wave 3. Impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, meaning something bigger might unfold toward the downside. And of course, taking invalidation of, or first indication of invalidation of bullish is taking this low, 6,200. And of course, final invalidation of the whole impulse here is of course taking the 6,110. All right, very rare case, but warning is this area. This area might be a very, sorry guys for the noise. This area might be very critical, of course, for the bearish. But yeah, I doubt it still. All right, let's move on. Next one is the gold. Yeah, let's check the gold. By the way, if you remember, before I told you I never traded gold yet. But guess what? I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start to trade it. And I'm prepared for the Monday. Maybe it's gonna be my first trading. So yeah, I'm into it now. And you made me guys into this. SPX, I think we started at 17. Yes, so yeah, I mean, I'm analyzing this. I see a lot of. I'm gonna tell you why. 22 minutes. So I see a lot of potential on the channel that you love the gold so much. And I see, of course, a lot of viewers, a lot of interest into it. So, of course, I mean, I focus right now on also stocks and gold. And since they are connected, so that is a plus for the channel, plus for us as well, to see, of course, the contrary between both sectors, yeah, so the commodities and the stocks. So basically, this gives us even much more insight. And since I'm analyzing it daily, so that is a plus for us, for me as well. And of course, I'm gonna be in the whole time. Yeah, so that will make me even much more aware for for the up and downs. And I might make, of course, more updates even. All right, gold is good option. See, it says yes, it is. Definitely, it is. I mean, of course, the gold is I would say the ultimate backup. Yeah, a treasury backup. I mean, it's what we call Bitcoin in a cryptocurrency is the gold, the crypto gold. Well, I think that the gold is the main thing, even still better than crypto. Now, I mean, I don't want to judge it, but at the end, of course, it's a material that you have on Earth, a very rare material. So it's still much more even secured than crypto, right? So if you think about it, it's the most rare and expensive valued asset, I would say, even more than crypto, of course. I mean, crypto, imagine you don't have electricity, you don't have technology anymore, or something like this, yeah, or I don't know. It happens, guys. Nobody knows. We live in a crazy world, right? So it's still in danger. Yeah? So this sector, the whole sector, can still be in danger if you think wise. I mean, a little bit far. Yep. So this is the thing. Welcome to the Gold Club. I trade only gold. Yes, Ramli. Yes, sure, buddy. Well, yeah, it can be. Normally, I trade mostly crypto, but I think it's time to enter in the gold also and to keep it up with you guys. You know, I'm also. I mean, you support me with this thing, and you like how to say motivated me, yeah, to enter this trading sector also. So it's good to keep it up with you, of course, guys. All right, that was for SPX. Let's see the gold, by the way. We're talking about the gold and we don't have the chart. So, yes, so the gold. Yeah, and also my reason also exactly now entering the market is of course this. Yeah, is of course this. It is a perfect time to enter. Yeah, so this is the thing. That's why I'm ready, of course. What do we have in the gold is, of course, you have the first confirmation for higher. Okay, but we took this and, okay, it's normal that it retrace. It is very normal that it retrace, but that means if this is your wave D, and that means right now, okay, we're working as a wave E. So if you remember, first confirmation for higher and not the final, yeah? That is the difference if you remember the last analysis. And that's why exactly I wrote first, because it might do it, yeah? It might do it and simply transfer this to a wave D, yeah? And then the wave E still to be unfolding, A, B, and a C right now. So I'm gonna adjust this right now to see how it's gonna end up. But basically here we have an issue as well. We could have an issue. A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Oh, what an ugly diagonal. But it can be. I mean, was this? I think the news, right, about the Fed. I think that was a problem. Okay. Anyway, because here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 expanding diagonal very ugly. Yeah, I don't like it at all even. But it is very likely. Yeah, very likely because you need, of course, a zigzag here. And you need a zigzag here. And to finish up a zigzag, the only way is to have 5 waves. Now, basically, and honestly, I was not anyway so much convinced with this wave 4-5, which is a very shallow diagonal here. And based on the wave 2, I don't see really good wave 4. Otherwise, this is your wave 4, which is an ugly diagonal here. Here we go. And definitely, this is your wave D. This is your wave E. So, yeah, there is no other option because you have already a perfect impulse wave A here. You have the wave B, very corrective, and you have another kind of like 5 waves up here to finish up, of course, an A, B, and a C. And currently, you see another impulse, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 internally, of course. And then this might be corrective, and I'm still looking for one more low. One more low, especially that tomorrow we are expecting that the stocks moves for higher. Yep. So look at the confluence, guys. By the way, look at the confluence. Nasdaq might, of course, get the high tomorrow night, of course, after a full trading day. If Nasdaq gets the top, the gold might finish also tomorrow, the wave E. Look at the bottom of the wave E and the confluence, of course, with Nasdaq with the top. We might start, of course, to see both moving contrarily, and they are matching perfectly. As per Elliott wave, perfectly, because always it has happened like to that the gold moves up, Nasdaq moves down, or the opposite, right? So basically, I would say that is 80% chance here, of course, with a wave E to be done tomorrow as well, full trading day, and then start the explosion. Yep, gold is the best, and you have very good predictions. I like that, bro. Keep the work. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, Riz. I appreciate it, buddy. And I'm always glad that it helps. Of course, this is the most important thing. Otherwise, it would be just waste of time for me and for you, of course. And by the way, this makes me much more, I would say, stronger in trading. Like just to understand and make others understand the price action makes me also much more stronger in trading, guys. So I admit that this is a very, very good thing that I make sure that I even understand the price action. Yep, so this is the idea of the gold. Here I see a lot of confluence. of course, with Nasdaq, if of course Nasdaq will top tomorrow, we might start to see more interest finally in the gold. Anyway, whatever is gonna happen, whether we finish wave E, whether we break it, we take this invalidation of triangle toward the downside, meaning moving to the next level, which is of course a deeper correction, which it might be of course a zigzag here for a wave Y, W, X, and a Y. The wave Y might hit in confluence again with high precision here for the 1-to-1 fib level inside the wave Y range, finishing up of course 3-wave corrective and moving again toward the upside. If not, if it's gonna trick us more, it's gonna move to the next one, which is a big wave C here, where you have three waves up. Your wave C might be in this form, diagonal, right? So this is step by step how it can move toward the downside, is if it have of course a potential to move for lower. But this is the worst case scenario. But that here means 100%, almost, or I would say 99%. We're moving toward the upside, of course, from there. So we're gonna take it, of course, level by level. Now I know that we were looking for this wave E, so be careful. Everything to be tested. Normally, what I would like to see, of course, is getting confirmation that we're moving for higher. How do we get confirmation? You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 waves down, of course, and continuation toward the upside. Breaking this high, this is 100% or again 99% confirmation. We're moving towards the upside. To where? First, to the 1-to-1 fib level. What if, always keep in mind, what if it is a zigzag 1-to-1 fib level? So testing area. If broken, okay, 1.618, 2.618, nobody knows how much. But it is bullish, simply. So many stages, of course, many level, of course, many steps that we need still, of course, even to confirm that we are very bullish. Yeah, so it's not directly like this. Just, oh yeah, this is a wave E. Okay, let's put all the portfolio there. Be careful, of course. Always risk management. Always take confirmations, even if the wave as a corrective wave pattern is finished and it shows a little bit higher prices. It can be, guys, and it can take the low again. So be careful, of course. Everything in the market is possible at the end. Confirmation again. I would say always prefer this risk management here at this level where I make sure, okay, that we're moving towards the upside after 5 waves up, correction, continuation, breaking the high, and of course, yes. Yep. So this is best. It has worked always. Most of the time it has worked. I would say 95% it has worked. I was always doing this for crypto channel. If you follow the crypto channel, also it has started a little bit before this channel, and this was of course always working as perfectly. Yep. Okay, I cannot read the name. Hello. I think this is Greek. Yeah, this is Greek. I cannot read the name, but yeah, well, hello, buddy. Nice to see you, man. Okay. All right. So that is for the gold. I'm still looking for higher. Tomorrow we're gonna watch what we're gonna have. I just want to check one more thing here. Do we have triangle? Yeah, I think I need to a little bit expand more my tools here. I'm gonna work on the Fibonacci for triangles for the next time to start getting like Fibonacci's also for the wave E, wave D, and so on. Yeah, so that would be interesting as well, because we see so often triangles now. Anyway, I don't trade triangles anyway, guys. So be careful always from triangles. They are very tricky because, as you can see, by the way, they always expand. Like it was supposed that we have finished wave D, and then it shows, oops, that was a wave D. Yeah, this is typical triangles. Yeah, that it do always this. Here we go. Now, of course, confirmation that we move toward the upside. By the way, now we talked, of course, about how we break the things down here. But what if we break it up from there directly? Meaning, always keep in mind, what if your wave E finished? very short and very fast. Can be. Sometimes wave E is the trickiest, by the way, wave in the triangle. Sometimes it is very, very massive. It shows you like, oh, I broke the trend, yeah, and then it moves very aggressively, all right, and you think, okay, it's bearish, it's done, we don't have any triangle anymore, and then your triangle expand like this and start to do another wave D and a E. So yeah, it is the most trickiest, so be careful with it. So basically, what if we have wave E now? How do we know we're moving for higher? Okay, again, first confirmation is this one, of course, again. All right. So if we break first the trend, that is a warning. Okay, be careful. We might move toward the upside. If you break this one, cool. 50%, we're moving for higher. Final, again, confirmation is breaking the wave B. Just to make sure that even the wave D is not still expanding. Okay. And that's why preferably to break the wave E, the wave B here, and then of course confirmation for higher. Okay, so this is how the behavior of triangles works. And by the way, if you can see here clearly that the triangle is contracting so much right now, it is very contracting. Therefore, I smell a trap. Okay, I smell a trap here, so we have to be careful with it. What does it mean? It is a very contracting. As you can see, the price is getting to a range somehow. But when it does this, of course, whether it really explodes toward the upside or toward the downside, but mostly it might make something tricky, something like this. Yeah, like it goes out, for example, and simply expand this again, and then making the triangle much more bigger and clearer again. Here we go. And then moving toward the upside. Okay, so this just to mention, because I don't like it how much it is contracting. It's too much. Okay, they are all almost close to, but it can be the wave E, guys, tomorrow. Nobody knows. It can be the wave E, okay, and then it's too much for the gold right now, like a consolidation, and it might explode simply. Yep. All right. Next one is Nvidia. Let's see Nvidia. Also, this rocket, I would say, is a very strong stock. Nvidia. Here we go. All right. So we are in a very, very strong impulse, very vertical, and it looks like, yeah, it didn't finish definitely yet. How? Because definitely you are corrective in this top here. You don't see anything really impulsive. Let's move to the 1 hour chart. Here we go. This is your top, right? This is the highest price. Does this look for you impulsive? Definitely not. Now you can read it, of course, as an ending diagonal, but what an ending diagonal, yeah? Wave 3 shorter than the wave 1, I mean lower. It can be sometimes, but what a wave 5, okay? So like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, very ugly, very corrective style, okay? It's a correction and nothing has a top there. And what does it mean when we have correction before the top? Meaning, of course, a correction before the top here, meaning you are continuing a correction toward the downside a little bit deeper, and it might start, of course, to move for higher later on again. And that brings us, of course, for this wave 4. Very simple. If we are looking for this wave 4 and we have topped a wave 3 here, you might be in a wave 4, but for me, I still, of course, don't see like a finished trend. We have here a 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one is the low? This one is the low. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Again, this wave 5 is very, very ugly. If this is a wave 4, definitely this cannot be really a wave 5. If it is the case scenario, let me check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did we invalidate? Well, yes, we invalidate. Okay. Yeah, no problem. We invalidate. So as you can see, here we go. it took the zone 1, right? All right, so that is an indication, okay, that it might be the top, because Nasdaq is a little bit also like SPX. You cannot really see very clearly the waves. How much expert you're gonna be in it, it's a little bit hard. Look at the gaps and so on. Yeah, so it's not really clear charts always. The gaps doesn't help, but mostly when you see gap, it means it is impulsive. Okay. If this is a gap and this means an impulse, okay, let's take it as 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5. Very, very tricky wave 5. Okay. Then, all right, it can be the case scenario. We can confirm, of course, that this can be the top. Here we go. But we still, of course, have a wave 4. This wave 4, taken, of course, from this wave 2 as a target, we're going to reach the wave 4 as an impulse. Here we go. And this is a blue box. Timing. Wave 2. Wave 3. Here we go. Wave 4 over 2. And there you go, guys. This is a perfect timing. Oops. To, of course, finish a wave 4 here. 168 minute, or I would say the common target, the most common target always is 0.23 for a wave 4. Now, if we go back history, the wave 2, well, it looks sharp, but not very deep. So let me check the fib. Okay, as you can see, the wave 2, it took only the minimum requirement, 0.38. What does it mean? Despite that it looks like a zigzag, or it is a WXNY, you might have a very deep correction wave 4 because you reach only the 0.38 fib level. Therefore, I'm expecting kind of like a zigzag 165 even for Nvidia. Okay. Alternation again, guys. Yeah, alternation between 2 and a 4 always required. Now it can be, of course, a wave A, B, C, D, and an E to alternate the shapes between each others. But I believe that it's gonna be a little bit low. MGE, welcome, man. Happy Sunday. Nice to see you. Yep. So basically, wave 4 might be between this box. I believe it might be deeper, 165. And Nvidia is not done yet. Of course, target for Nvidia. Let's talk a little bit a major target. I mean, this is very interesting, guys. If you are long-term traders or investors, as a long-term for Nvidia, I'm looking really for the $866. Why? Because if you are here in a wave 1, right? This wave 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? You're looking at 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. This final wave 5, simply taken from the 1, based on this top of the wave 3, giving us this box. So we have already the major area where Nvidia might end up with this wave 5. And of course, it might be a wave 5 even extended. Nobody knows. But this is the minimum target for Nvidia. And based on the wave 1, now if we dive a little bit deeper, if we see the wave 1 here, which is unfinished yet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, the wave 5, which we are finalizing on the lower time frame, is a huge wave 1. It already shows that the potential of this impulse might unfold very normal to reach this high, which is $866. Now, fundamentally, why it is strong target? It is a strong target, even fundamentally, of course. Well, we know it is the heart of the AI technology, right? Nvidia is, of course, the computer of AI technology, right? They are the providers of the engines, graphic cards, CPU, GPU, everything, right? So definitely it is the AI evolution right now, the era, the trend. So fundamentally, it is very, very likely. And technically, based on Elliott wave, here we go. That's it. And I love when it is like this. That's why I always put Nvidia there, because it has a lot of potential, guys. So Palantir is also, well, I would say it is related AI technology, right? So yep, it's also showing the same potential of very aggressive move toward the upside, and it is very understandable, right? Based on the fundamentals, also very understandable. Now, based on the technicals as well, we still see a lot of potentials, right? We have triple 1-2s here, 3, 4, 5 to finish the first wave 3, 4 and a 5 to finish the second wave 3, 4 and a 5 again toward the upside. So basically, Palantir also has a very high potential. Now, of course, it's not stronger than Nvidia, but yeah, still can be, of course. We're gonna estimate the target 1 second, guys, just to make sure that you read this clearly. So this is the wave 3. Let's go back here. So this is the wave 3 in the white scenario, right? We're looking, of course, for wave 4. But before moving for this wave 4, let me just show the potential target in the all-time history. So basically, we're gonna take, of course, the zone 1 here. It's a very big 1. It's a very big wave 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that means you might have a very big wave 5. If this is your top as a wave 3, wave 5 for Palantir is this zone, guys. Here we go. 551 can be minimum target 339. Long term, of course, we're talking. It's a daily here. So very interesting, very interesting. I still see this. Currently, we are at 150 almost to 340. That is incredible. I counted. Yep. So what we are looking on the lower time frame, of course, we're gonna have up and downs. Otherwise, it doesn't work, right? So basically, nice from the last price action here that we had, we see an extended diagonal here. So this is what I was looking for. Anyway, I told you that, okay, if you are in a diagonal, I don't like it that it is very shallow here, wave 4, like this. And I'm still looking if we're gonna get an extension, wave 4, right? And this is your wave 5 right now. Otherwise, you would like to move toward the downside. If this, of course, has finished, you would like simply to move toward the downside. And yeah, we didn't saw this. So therefore, of course, this is now unfolding as a wave 5. Diagonal extended, of course, simply toward the upside. And very expected, of course, very expected to have this. We don't have any okay, this WX and a Y can be, of course, the wave Y finished here for wave 4. And let's check this zigzag, because, of course, you need zigzags here. As you can see, you have A, B, and a C, A, B, and a C, and you're looking here A, B, and a C. Now, what is beautiful in this price action is that we can estimate even if the price of Palantir is gonna be even much more impulsive, or if it has topped exactly there. How? First, key level, by taking, of course, the wave 3 fib levels based on the wave 4 here, okay, and have wave 5 there. Here we go. As you can see, perfect fib levels. That's awesome to see, but key level to be watched is the 1-to-1 164.5. Why? Because this is not your top, this is the start. This might turn to very, very bullish toward the upside. Confirmation for higher. This happened in Nvidia, it happens in SPX on this channel, and we experiment with the same way. Meaning, if you take this, the wave 5 becomes longer than the wave 3, which is not allowed in diagonal. Transforming this to 1-2, 1-2, and you're moving for a massive wave 3 toward the upside. And of course, before this, you got already double 1 2, which is incredibly bullish. 1 2 1 2, and then of course, is this the final 1 2? Wave 3 might be unfolding toward the upside. A 4 and a 5, 4 5, 4 5, 4 5, and guess what? Guess what? Yep, we reach the target that we are looking for in the blue box here, right? Which is, let me make it much more clearer here. If you are looking for a wave 5, exactly, well, this wave 5 is taken from the zone 1, and of course, based on the wave 3, even should be higher. Yeah, should be even higher because we got already higher prices. This one was not updated. So as I told you, which we saw already on the daily, let me put the daily, just arrange. On the daily, $339, $550. The same on the 4 hours chart. We're gonna get exactly with a lower time frame if those transform to silver 1 2s. Therefore, we're simply looking for this target, guys. Incredibly bullish, I would say again. Yeah, AI sector is booming. Yep. So we're gonna watch the key level. If not, of course, guys, if this is not the case and not a finished wave 5, okay, if we take the key level directly, all of this count, the 1 2 3 4 5, is gonna move toward the upside, just like that. Just like that. One number, one area can change directly the whole count and the whole potential scenario that it might unfold for the next. 164. It happened before, of course. You can go back for the videos, for the live streams, step by step, and this is what it might happen. Shadi, wave 5 in yellow no longer than wave 3. Now longer than wave 3, isn't it? Yes, definitely can be longer than wave 3. But can be. It's still possible, that's why. It's still possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, still very possible. Because your wave 1 is not longer than the wave 3, isn't it? Let's check. It's a good one, Shadi. Let's see. Zigzag. Yeah, it's not longer. Yeah, so your wave. 1 second. Well, it is longer. One. Okay. Wave 2, wave 2. Yeah, if this is, yeah, then it is longer. Yeah, that's true, Shadi. That's a very, very good point. I was close to talk German. Very good point, buddy. Let me check, also double check wave 3. We're exactly at the 1-to-1 Fib level, a little bit less. So it's not yet 100% longer. So we still have a little bit gap. But if we take it, it's a very nice confirmation, yeah, that we might be, of course, here in something bigger. But I would say don't take it as confirmation for higher, okay? This one, take it as confirmation for something else. Why? I'm going to explain why. Because if this becomes longer, but it still can be something related to this structure, of course, as a kind of W, X, and a Y or something like this. Meaning, what if you are in W, in X, and something here as a wave Y? What if? Or it can be even regular flat. Yeah, it can be simply regular flat. Why? Because you have 3 waves up, correction wave B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because if you take this also Fib level from the A to the B, come on, the snapping, to the B, wave C, regular flat, you're still even under the 1-to-1 Fib level, which is very potential. Yeah, can sometimes the regular flat can be very lower Fib level. Even can be 0.618. What is zigzag? Here we go. 0.618. Look where the 0.618 is. Exactly at the same point with the 1-to-1 fib level. Therefore, it's not, of course, this one is not, of course, confirmation for higher, but it's a warning, okay? Let's put a flag, warning flag, okay? So it can be higher, but it can be lower at the same time. But if you reach the 164, it is definitely you're looking for higher. Okay? Why? Because you pass the 0.618, you're still impulsive here, and you have potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, whether you are experimenting the 1-to-1 fib level, we're gonna test it, or you are in a several 1-2s. Very simple. We're gonna see, of course, if you get 3 ways down, continuation, 3 ways down, continuation. Each time we're gonna test it. But yeah, this is how we might know. But a very good point, of course, if this is longer than wave 3, therefore, very soon, if we get higher very soon, this might be also invalidated. Great. Otherwise, W, X, and a Y, or A, B, C, regular flat moving toward the downside, or simply taking the 164, 100% moving toward the upside, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. Very nice for Palantir. Yep, you're welcome, Shadi. Thanks for you, man. Nice point. Very interesting. Cool. Let's see the next one, which is Tesla. Tesla. Okay, I don't like to speak so much fundamentals about Tesla, but what I hear a little bit is horrible lately. But still, of course, consolidating inside this triangle. So lately I heard, of course, that there is some pressure, of course, on the new project with the automated cars for Tesla, just putting much more observation into it, much more rules and so on. You know, it's politics, guys, but I don't like to talk about it so much. I try to keep it technical as much as possible, but yeah, also be careful with it. A, B, C, D, and E. Obviously, this can be, of course, your wave D here. As a triangle, we want to finalize this wave E and then moving toward the upside, right? The confirmation for higher is not taken yet. Even the trend taken here is not broken yet as a flag, warning flag. Okay, we might be very close to the confirmation, taking it and then moving higher, all right? So basically, I'm still looking potentially here for A, B, C, D, E, and then looking for this target, 528, which is the only target actually that we have for Tesla, unfortunately. We don't have really other potential targets for the bullish, of course, only. We're talking here about the bullish. Why? Because you started already in zigzags. Yeah, signaling already a diagonal, right? And obviously, you got the A for the final wave. You're working on the B and final wave C, 1-to-1 fib level, A, B, C zigzag. In confluence, by the way, why we don't put this confluence? It has been for how many months? Almost for Tesla was the same scenario. It's a little bit boring. So wave 5, okay. There is a potential that wave 5 can even reach a little bit higher. Okay, so as a wave 5 can also reach a little bit higher, or the 1-to-1 fib level. Don't forget, wave 5, even by taking the high, is more than enough. Sometimes it is truncated as well. Just trick everyone, like without taking the high. So be careful. I'm saying this just, of course, I mean, a little bit influenced by the fundamentals, honestly, but yeah, technically also I see it already there. Because the only scenario that you have for the bullish is this diagonal. Can I consider this 1-2, 1-2? Well, already invalidated. If this is a 1-2, it is already invalidated. Yeah, so there is no good start from the beginning. Yeah, a little bit horrible for Elon Musk. So basically, in a bigger view anyway, you have from there. I mean, I don't know why Tesla was really overpriced and overthink. I mean, from there you can see that you hit only the one-to-one fib level. Now this move is of course aggressive, but already this signal here, 264, is already signaling a weakness from this area. Once you got this area, before politics, I think this was 2021, Corona, okay. Yeah, Corona time. Okay, yeah, that's why. I cannot blame it. So, okay. Yeah, so this was the key elements here. One-to-one fib level, it has stopped. And it was looking like really impulsive toward the upside, and I was looking even for higher 1.618, but this did not happen. And then we start to see this. Okay, so ABC potentially finished wave B here after a wave A, one-to-one fib level, and then starting is also zigzag, which is an indication of finishing up the things. Okay, yep, so that's it for Tesla. Be careful with Tesla, all right? Now, what is the reversal scenario that we might see, of course, in case that it moves down? First of all, you want to break this trend. Okay, first before this trend, you want to break the triangle trend, yeah, on the lower time frame. So breaking the triangle trend is a flag, again, warning, and confirmation is of course invalidation of triangle, taking this low here of the triangle, 273. Second, or I would say much higher confirmation that we're really moving towards new low, like a very, very low, which is 161, is breaking this trend. Now, breaking this trend is a little bit catastrophic, okay, for Tesla. And that might be, of course, 161 as a zigzag. Yep. That what might be. Now, it might turn it into W, X, and a Y, and then move up. Or it can continue in another scenario, A, B, C, D, and an E, a bigger triangle that we see already there. Or, worst case scenario, if the things are so bad for Tesla, it might move, of course, to this blue box, which is the worst case scenario. Again, $70, $50 as an ABC expanding flat. Yep. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave C, impulsive. It depends how much bad the fundamentals again. Of course, it's not about the chart. The chart just says to where, what it might happen, and so on. But it depends how much bad the news or the fundamentals are. Therefore, we can see, of course, a scenario opening there. All right, that was it for Tesla. Enough Tesla right now. Let's move for Apple at 1 hour. 02. Okay. All right, Apple. Here we go. Okay. Is Apple doing well again? Okay, we're gonna see. Okay, interesting. Impulsive, corrective, impulsive. Okay, that's interesting. Shifting to bullish. Well, as you can see, if the price is gonna take this high, now it doesn't mean it's gonna be very bullish, but it is shifting to be bullish. What does it mean? An impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, of course, it can be as well, don't forget, an A, B, and a C, therefore probably shifting to bullish, okay? But interesting, why? Because I see already a corrective chart here. How do I know? I look at the wave 2, I look at the wave 4, double time. and reach 0.38, which is perfect for wave 4, potentially moving for higher. Very interesting. Okay, let's move inside it to see if that, yeah, it's very, very corrective, definitely. Okay. Now I was looking for a wave 2. Oh, is it? Okay. Even I forgot the chart, guys. Let's check W, X, and a Y, or A, B. Oh, I took it as triangle here. Okay, that's why I got lost a little bit. This is a wave. If I got lost, it means that you're getting lost, guys. So let me explain. So basically, we are looking potentially at an A, B, C, D, and an E, wave B, and you're looking for a wave C. Now, based on this price action here, I'm not convinced that this is a wave 3, but I think that this is the wave 3, this is a wave 4, and this is a wave 5 unfolding. Okay, so basically because of this very long range here, now it took the 0.38 anyway because of course it might be a deep wave 4, but the beautiful thing is no invalidation given. So the trend is potentially moving toward the upside, unless it is a wave C, of course. Now WX and Y, I start to doubt it because the wave Y has to finish there. It cannot be an impulse wave Y. So it has to finish there. It has to finish in 3 waves. Okay? But this is not going to happen, obviously. Obviously, we're moving for higher, one more leg. And wave A, potentially triangle wave B, wave C. Otherwise, let's start to think bullish. Because, of course, that is a potential. So we have to think bullish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this case. And I think I'm gonna follow a little bit Nasdaq pattern here. W, X, and a Y, A, B, C, D, E. Ooh, very nice. Okay. So what if you have W, X, and a Y? Let me remove, I think I'm gonna remove the blue one here. Stay with this one, mini blue one. So you see there are many potential scenarios, guys, but I don't open it before it's time. Yeah, so this is the thing. Of course, I can think about this before, but I don't open it because now we got the answer. To not, of course, confuse you. What does it mean? This, if you have WX and if this transformed to W, X, wave Y, A, B, C, D, E, moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that means you have here an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, W, X, and a Y, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, 5, bullish. Therefore, we have to be ready. I have to lay this down because we have to be ready, of course. We start to get something signals here. So I'm going to lay down here wave 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. What did I do? Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I'm going to put this in round, major. Probably, of course, it is a probability still. Unless we are in the magenta round, which is major wave ABC here. Yeah. To be tested. Now I'm gonna come to this area, what's gonna happen next, how we test the things, because in both case scenario we're gonna move down. Here we go. All right. Let's put this here to understand the price. Okay, so basically, no need for this. All right, basically you are in an A, 3 waves, A, B, C, D, E for a wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably finishing over there. Targets for this possible scenario might be, of course, wave C, regular flat. I'm gonna remove this right now because we already got the signal of an impulse here. So for the regular flat, you might get, of course, an A, B, and a C toward the upside. Now this is, of course, the logarithmic fib levels. If you take the normal fib level is a little bit lower. Let's keep the normal fib levels. 241. It's not a big difference, but better to keep it, of course, normal. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. How are we going to reach it? Well, definitely this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Of course. Now, how do we know that we are bullish and not just ABC? Because anyway, as you can see, we're moving higher in that case. So if this is your wave 1 here, I'm going to put it in orange. Okay, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, wave 2 might be there. Here we go. So I'm going to remove this. No need for now. Yep, so this is the first target. This is the first blue zone, might be the case. If we are in wave 3, this is totally different, of course. We take the fib level from there. And we set a wave 3, of course, which is 1.618 and the 1.27. Next blue box, in case we are very bullish. Okay, here we go. Yep, so basically, once you reach this area, you might break it directly, overshoot it directly, or you might retrace. If the retracement is 3 ways and we start to see 5 ways up again, 3 ways down, breaking the high again, confirmation, next target is the blue box. That's very simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Or it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finishing ABC moving down. Meaning this wave C, by the way, this wave C should be there. Here we go. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for right now. And based on this, if this is your wave 1, by the way, here where you start to get some hints as well. If this is your wave 1, look at the scale of it, guys. The scale, based on the target for a wave C and based on the target for a wave 3. Which one matching perfect? If this is your wave 1, do you have capacity for a wave 3, 4, and a 5? Not so much. But for the wave 3, it looks perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Matching the same wave 1. So don't forget, very important guideline for Elliott wave. It should look nice. And I do this thing that it looks like art. By the way, I'm architect. So it looks like art, but based on Elliott wave, it should look nice. This is a guideline that we always have to keep it in mind. Okay? So that is the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, and then wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This scale looks like a big impulse toward the upside. Cool. Apple gave us a signal. This is a signal we are waiting for. Awesome. Let's see what's going to happen later. Okay, so let's move for your special request, and any questions, of course, are very welcome. Chit chat. I'm very open today for chat, so I don't know why. I feel very sociable today. So here we go. Let's start on 13. ASML. Here we go. Nasdaq. ASML is holding New York registry shares. Okay. Oh, we did this before. Okay. Just a second to refresh. Okay. Let's see. It looks like already we hit the target. Let's see. 1.618 we were looking for, and it has been hit, but why? Okay, let's go even bigger weekly. All right. Okay, we did a full analysis here before. Okay, this is a 1-to-1 fib level of what? Wave 5 based on... Okay, I'm gonna check first. Let's start the analysis first here. Okay, we have obviously, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your main wave 3. and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're still looking for wave 5. I'm not convinced, of course. Yeah, I think this wave 5 is not finished. Okay. So before counting this, of course, as 3, 4, 5 here, and I'm gonna explain why. Even what is the reason? It's not finished because what is that? It is a zigzag, meaning you're ending here as diagonal. Definitely, once you see zigzag here, definitely we are in ending diagonal as zigzags. Okay, you would like to see this. And this means, of course, that we might still be finishing this wave 5. It's not done there. It cannot be ended in 3 waves as zigzag. Meaning here it gives you the signal that this is an ending diagonal to finish a wave 3 in the orange, to finish a wave 4, 5, and then finishing wave 3, and then in the yellow 4 and a 5, and then wave 3 again, 4 and a 5. Here we go. Yep, because you have several 1, 2s here. And how do we know several 1, 2s? Well, of course, this looks like an expanding diagonal, which is the most rare case scenario. We never use it unless, of course, you have no other option in the top. What does it mean? If we finish simply an ending diagonal and this trend move towards the downside, invalidation, this is the only way where you can take it as expanding diagonal. Why? Because you have to count it, all of it, as only wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You finish as ending diagonal, you move for another structure, you invalidate everything. But of course, we don't believe that, because there is just 1 to 2% chance that this works as an expanding diagonal. Very rare. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so basically you are looking right now at triple main 1, 2, which any of them are not finished yet. You have a big 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for major wave 3, 4, and a 5, meaning you're still right now in the middle of this impulse wave 3. And it's gonna be finished in a diagonal. Here we go. This is the diagonal you are looking for. You can get a target for the next target in case only that this is a finished wave 2, which I doubt it a little bit. Still, I think that this is gonna be like, yes, you have here kind of like an A, B expanding flat. You're looking for a wave C towards the downside still. Okay, so basically I would look for first this 1 to 1. Or is this a regular flat? Yep, and take the diagonal wave 2 from there. Here we go. So what I'm looking for here is a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We're gonna put it in gray. And yep, this is what I'm looking for, guys. To finish wave 5, wave 3 in the orange, and then proceeding. So this is I would say be careful because the trend is up. Always be careful. It can be at any time. It can be a short wave C, by the way, and then moving up. So be careful. It doesn't mean that you have to trade this. What you really want to know is, of course, the bullish target. Why? Because the trend is upside, right? So diagonal wave 3. Okay, so if we land this wave 2 somewhere here, your target, of course, is gonna be over there. Now, there is a target here. I don't care what was it. We don't need it right now. Here we go. Okay, wave 3 might be somewhere there. Only, of course, if we land very, very low in this box. But it might land somewhere else, meaning your target can be higher. Okay, so to be reviewed, of course, later on. Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot really say, okay, this is secured to this level. But once we get a low here, new low, simply, and finalize structure, a final structure wave 5, then we might move for higher. Okay. Okay. MG, can you please analyze AMAT? All right. Sure. We can do this. Definitely, brother. So, yep. That is for ASML. And by the way, very interesting one. I just want to check my schedule if I have this. No. Okay, I'm gonna write it in my schedule. Maybe we enter it in some videos because it looks like a promising chart. Okay, so let's move for the next one, but let me arrange first. So this is the daily. Here we go. Okay, next one is TSM. 1 hour 20. Okay, TSM Taiwan semiconductor and manufacturing. Okay, I mean, looks also very bullish. It's it's a monopoly in its field. Okay. You mean the previous one, right? Yes. ASML. Okay. Yes. Great. So let's see. I think my mic is very close. All right. Yeah. So let's see what's gonna happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. Very obvious. Sorry. 1. Yeah. Wave 1 there. Because here we go. How are these notable stocks sound brand new to you? Well, because I don't have to know every stock, buddy. That is over 1 million one. I mostly analyze well, as you can see. But yeah, I'm interested to learn from you guys as well. And by the way, I'm much more also before in crypto markets, so of course that's normal, and that's normal, buddy. All right, I don't feel ashamed. Happy likes, stockos. So basically, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. Um, this is your main wave 3, definitely. And of course, you have wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 still looking for higher. Okay. So basically, if we are looking at a wave 5, it's not finished yet. Definitely not finished. And this is obviously, of course, your wave 5 of 5 still unfolding, where you have 1, 2. We're coming to the wave 1, by the way. You might have a very possibility of triple 1-2s inside it. But basically, this is might be, of course, your wave 5 still unfolding. And maybe this can be, of course, an extended one. Now, I'm looking at this, again, expanding diagonal, yeah, which is not nice to see. I'm going to zoom in. So, as you can see, it's an expanding diagonal, which is very rare case scenario. Therefore, you have to think about triple 1-2s here, potential scenario. Yeah, and it is the case. It is the case. Why? Because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your main wave 3 already finished there. So here we go, guys. But do you know what? I'm not gonna do it like this. I'm gonna do this, of course, on the lower time frame. Let me finish the daily, make it in a folder, and we arrange everything. So this is your wave 1, 2. Therefore, wave 3 not finished yet. You still have several 4 5s, okay? I would say wave 3 not finished. yet, even for 5 not finished. So this is regarding the daily. Let me arrange this on the daily. So when we analyze the daily, we are clearer. Now let's move inside it. 2 hours chart. So on the 2 hours chart, yes. Where is my 1112? Oh, here. Okay, we have to take it on the daily. Therefore, the daily is weekly actually. Weekly. Okay, let's turn it off. On the daily, you have 1, 2, 1, 2, and then is this a big wave? 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 to finish wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. And this is, of course, the smallest count here. Okay. Another count is wave 1, 2, 3. You got your wave 4, and that's why I was saying it is not an expanding diagonal. Definitely, very rare case. Higher possibility it is 1112, and we got the signal. This is a wave Y, 4 in white. Final wave 1, 2, 3, and currently you might seek after, of course, a wave 4 in the blue scenario. All right, so basically, this move, if we take a look at it, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3, wave 4, sideways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, very close to be done and finished, yes. Okay, so this can be a finished, of course, wave 5, which is your wave 3 in the blue. You're looking right now for a wave 4 in the blue, which is this one. Wave 4 impulse. Here we go. And we're looking for wave 4. Wave 5. And of course, continuation for higher, we see it, of course, on the weekly, all-time history. But currently, those are your targets. Since your wave 3 probably finished here, we can have a target for the new high that you might get here. Based on the wave 1, you might get, of course, a wave 5 there. This is your blue box for the next target after a wave 4, of course. Okay, so this is for the next 341. Cool. Yep, that is a nice one. All right, let's arrange this, put it in the daily. Okay, here we go. TSM, Taiwan. All right. Okay, the last one for MG, which is AMAT. 1 hour, 28 minutes. AMAT. Okay. Which is applied material for Nasdaq. Okay. All-time history. Okay. Nice chart too. Not bad. Let's start to catch the main wave 3 here. This is definitely your wave 4. Sideways. Very intense wave 3. Wave 1, 2. Okay. So obviously. Okay. Look. Let's start from the center. Always. So this is your main impulse. Oh my god, the city is always crazy. Even on Sunday. Sorry for the noise again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. White. And it's very warm, guys. So that's why I have an open window right now. Otherwise, I would die here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Mini blue. Sorry. And then again. Oh, okay. This wave 1 is a leading diagonal. Here we go. we go. Truncated wave 5. Or it can be even the wave 1 here as a longer wave 5 like that. Can be leading diagonal. Still wave 1. And I'm looking if this, we have to count it. Yes. Do we? 1, 2, 1, 2. No. It can be, but I don't like it. Look, guys, I mean, this one, if we have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, I don't really see it. First, wave 2 is very long in time. I don't see a wave 4 replying for it really good. Plus, if you count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or this is a wave 4, therefore that is not possible. Meaning, if this is your wave 4 replying to this wave 2 here, that is not a good impulse, right? Therefore, you start to think here, okay, there is something else going on. It's an A B, of course, toward the upside, running flat, finishing down, or W, X, and a Y, because this is definitely, of course, a zigzag here. Okay, so I believe this, of course, is a W, X, and a Y. Okay, so, and basically, this is definitely a major wave 1. All right, so that is a major wave 1 here. Yeah, 1, 2. Sorry, the 2 is a 4 and a 5. The 2 should be here. And this is, of course, the round yellow. Here we go. And we're looking right now, yes, for a major wave 5. Okay, perfect. Okay, we got all the count. Now, finally, you get the wave 4 exactly replying for this wave 2. Awesome, because your wave 2 is long in time. You need a double time for a wave 4. Perfect alternation. All right, so everything looks perfect. I would say this is an ABC here, zigzag, or even W, X, and a Y. I know it can be because this looks like a zigzag 3 waves, but however, it's a correction at the end. Wave 4, excuse me, not all the time I put the things 100% perfect, but here we go. W, X, and a Y, guys. Here we go. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finished. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Of course, for this wave 5. Here we go. Yes, no invalidation taken. And you have a big wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. White. Finally, you finish a big wave 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5, one more high. All this work to get one more high. Okay, so we're gonna see, of course, where this high is gonna be in precision, and of course, based on the lower time frame. 1 second. All right, so main target for wave 5 here can be, of course, taken from this wave here. Okay, can be wave 3. Here we go. This is the main blue zone. Now for a little bit higher precision for this potential wave 5 to finish up. Here we go. Based on wave 3. Let me check the snap. Okay. So yes, higher precision would be, of course, inside this area. So in confluence, you have, of course, this double transparent area here. Okay, between 595 and 493. It's a $100 difference. But yeah, this zone is the most confluence area for wave 5. Yep. So this is regarding applied material, and that's it for today for the Sunday live stream. It was nice to have you guys, and I hope that this was helpful. It makes us, of course, fresh, entering, of course, tomorrow our week fresh, and we know what we might face tomorrow morning, of course. Yep, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen. MG, wow, I had the same count. Thank you. You're the most welcome, MG. I'm not surprised that you do, because you're doing great, man. MG, by the way, guys, is the first member of this crypto channel actually, and of course of our Discord. So he learned so fast, and he learned like really incredibly Elliott wave, and he do really good counting right now. It's less than a year, less than a year. He learned very quick Elliott wave. Felix, you're most welcome, buddy. It was nice to see all of you guys. So I wish you to have a nice eve, and of course, trade safe for tomorrow. I wish you good luck, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.